What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dev clocking back in with another video. And I'm here to actually talk to y'all today. I actually just want to come on here and talk about a little bit why I actually trade Forex. But before we go ahead and get this started, I need everybody to just leave a like on this video. If you're not a part of the family yet, you're not part of the Almighty family, definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit that post notification bell so you never want to miss a lit video by me. I'm gonna be dropping education on this channel. I'm gonna be dropping a little bit of entertainment, but most of all, we want to get the education off of my channel. If you are upcoming or a beginner Forex trader, a lot of the things that I post, it's going to be very, very good for your education. Get the education to your brain. So if you haven't watched my previous videos, definitely please go watch those, because it can definitely help you out with beginner stages that trading. Even if you've been in the game for a minute, my strategies are definitely profitable. You can make some money. So definitely go check those out. But today I just wanted to actually hit on why I actually trade in the foreign exchange market. I actually just traded in the foreign exchange market. There was a point in time, I've been trading for about 15 months now. There was a point in time to where I actually didn't know what I wanted to do in life. In life we were told to actually, go to college, get a degree. So that's always what I was taught. That's what everybody always talked about in high school, middle school, whatever it was. They taught us to actually get a degree. But a lot of the things that I was doing, I actually came to the conclusion that I really didn't have a life. I didn't have full control of what I wanted to do. I didn't have full control of my life, and that's what I didn't like the most. So I actually chose to trade in this foreign exchange market. That way I can actually better myself and, get more education every single day. But most of all, actually take care of my family one day. I actually wanted to provide for my family. Ever since I've been trading, I came in this trading industry. I actually was not profitable for my first 6 months. I wasn't profitable for my first 6 months. That was definitely rough. It was definitely rough, but I actually stuck it out. So the reason I'm actually trading still to this day right now is simply because I like to actually help people. There's a lot of people that probably went through what I went through. I was living life the wrong ways. I didn't like what I was doing. I was a football player. I actually lost love for the game. And it actually hurt my heart. So it's like it got to a point to where I didn't know what I actually wanted to do. I was in college for a criminal justice degree, things like that. Probably, or make probably 30,000, 20,000 a year. But it actually took me to open up to some new information, and that's just what it's gonna be. Open up yourself to as much education as possible. Much education as possible. Leave your options open. Whatever you do, leave your options open. And whenever you make decisions in life, make them effectively. So when you make your decision, what I mean by effectively is, have a burning desire to win. Have a burning desire to win. That way, anything that you're doing in life, you want to get the full max profit out of it. You want to get the full experience. So when somebody introduced the foreign exchange market to me, it was a no-brainer to me. Make money from your phone every single day. I was a 19-year-old kid. At that age, I was still a kid. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just doing the things that I was taught to do. So it's just like now that I took that step, I paid my dues. I did what I had to do. I actually sold a couple pair of shoes to actually start trading in this foreign exchange market. I actually put money into my, my broker's account and things like that. And I actually lost money for 6 months straight. And like I said, I only worked at KFC, and I was only making $7.50 an hour. So it really wasn't much that I can lose. But the little bit that I did have, I did lose. And it was simply because I didn't educate myself. So we have to understand that trading in the foreign exchange market is an Ivy League skill. So for all of my beginners out there, the losses are going to come. Understand that the losses are going to come no matter, who's in this market. They lost before. But everybody has their different timing. Everybody has their different timing to winning. God has a plan for everybody. You just have to stick to it and have a good relationship with him or whatever, or whoever you believe in. It's a plan for you. But I want everybody to understand that, I'm not here to motivate. I'm here to make sure that, people stay dedicated to this market and never give up. Because I was a person that lost $6,000 before I even made any money in this market. But for those 6 months that I did lose, it only took that one trade to actually change my life. It took me one trade to actually make everything that I lost back ×2. So we have to understand that, yes, this takes time. It is a process. But that's what we live for. We live for the process. The process is more important than the product. I got that from Inky Johnson, and I live by him every single day. So it's going to be a lot of personal development you have to do while you're trading in this market. So that's another thing that we have to understand. This market is really just 10% skill, And it's 90% mindset. If you come in, you know, trading with a messed up mindset, or you're stressed or anything like that, you're going to lose. You have to have a clear mind while you're trading. And I feel like that's where most people lose. And another thing why most people lose in this market is simply because they're looking to go ahead and get rich quick. You know, if there's no process to getting rich, it all will crumble. You know, if you move in so much speed, it all will crumble at a certain point. But if you take the right steps in life to be successful, you're going to have it for a very, very long time. And it's just all about structuring within yourself. So I need everybody to understand that. But the reason I actually trade Forex right now is simply because I just like to help people. I like to see other people, you know, that went through the same exact things that I went through. You know, they come out on top. At the end of the day, you know, a lot of people say a lot of things about Forex traders, but if you ever look up the richest Forex trader in the world, you know, he's worth some billions. He's worth some billions. I'm not gonna lie. And it's actually amazing that you can actually trade in this market. You know, you get so much knowledge. You know, there's a lot of things that I've learned. You know, not only the money, it doesn't matter about the money. Yes, I've been able to make, you know, $100,000 in a year from Forex trading. But at the end of the day, as a kid, you know, through 19 years before this, I never watched the news. I never watched the news, so it taught me a lot of different lessons about life. You know, I know what's going on in the world today, but simply if I wasn't trading in the foreign exchange market, I never would have, you know, cared about who the president was. I never would have cared about what the coronavirus was. And little things like that. Like, it's going to teach you a lot of life lessons, but at the end of the day, it's going to make you a better person as well. It's all about how you fight adversity as well. You know, that's going to be very, very important. So, you know, just, you know, helping people, you know, become successful in this market every single day. You know, a lot of young lives. There's a lot of young people that actually trade in this market with me. You know, just to see the success, you know, to watch people grow. That's what made this process actually beautiful for me. And the fact that I have a whole bunch of friends that have the same, you know, type of goals as me, you know, that want to take care of their families one day. That's what I love about it the most, is I have a whole bunch of friends now that actually is genuine, that has, you know, shares genuine love. But at the same time, we're all working for the same exact thing, and we're working for it the same exact way. So that's what's beautiful about it. I definitely love that. And you know, it's money from the comfort of your home. We're actually just trying to get our time back. No, but we have to ask ourselves every single day, what do we do in our 24 hours? You know, a lot of people are working for the 24 hours, clocking in at a job, making somebody else's dream come true. But I had to understand, like, when I started trading, it was a dream funder. When I started trading, it was a dream funder. So I didn't wake up one day and just be like, I wanted to be a Forex trader. I woke up one day saying, okay, I'm going to use Forex to actually fund my dreams and what I actually want to do in life. I actually wanted to own a sneaker shop. That's always what I wanted to do because I love sneakers. I have a lot of sneakers today. I just had to figure out how I was going to do it. And now that Forex has helped me, I can possibly open my own shop as well as help my family get a couple things that they've always wanted. You know, our parents actually, you know, risk a lot for the kids, you know, and that's beautiful when you can actually invest into your parents as well and giving back what they actually gave you through all of these years. So that's very, very important to me. And you know, I don't really open up a lot about my grandfather, but I actually did, you know, lose my grandfather a couple years ago. And I told him that I was going to take care of my family. I promised him that right before he died. And like, how would that make me feel if I didn't keep that promise? You know, if I just sat around and did nothing. You know, if I was unhappy with life, as long as you're unhappy with life, you know, you're never going to be successful. You know, you're never going to have any drive. So it's going to be very, very important to, you know your driving force in life to be successful. Every day you have to think about what do you want when you wake up? You have to see where you're going in the next 5 years and, you know, set goals every single day, month, you know, week to get to that goal. You have to set goals for yourself, and that's going to be the main thing that's going to get you successful. I'm not gonna lie, I really am. You know, I woke up this morning feeling great. I talked to some of my team members, you know, that I actually train on trading. But, you know, it's just beautiful. I can do whatever I want all day. You know, I control my own life. You know, I control where I go in life. You know, I don't have to clock in and work for somebody else. It's just beautiful. I never had this in my life. It's actually 5 right now. It's 5 o'clock right now, and I'm going to Starbucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm at Starbucks right now. I'm finna get me a nice little coffee to keep me going. you know, that's gonna make me work hard for the rest of the day. You know, but right now, you know, I would probably be at a job right now, clocking in, working, you know, my body hurting and things like that. But I don't have to do that simply because somebody cared enough to present some information to me and I actually ran with it. You know, there's no reason to be skeptical about the foreign exchange market. You know, we trade with banks and hedge funds. You know, banks aren't going anywhere. They're major market movers. But what I do have to say, with this day and time, you know, it's about to be 2021. We have to figure out ways to make money from our phones. So if you're interested in actually learning about this, you know, definitely reach out to me on any of my social medias. They will be down in the description. But, you know, you definitely want to attack this information early. You know, it's never going to be late to trade in the foreign exchange market. But if you need, you know, the right mindset to actually go into this market, or if you need to be coached up some, definitely, you know, reach out to me. I do actually reply to my messages. You know, I am not Hollywood, so I will see your messages. You know, I'm not famous or anything like that. I'm a complete regular person, but it's just that I took the steps in life that was going to make me successful. I listened to the right people. In life, you just have to copy the right cat. You know, and open up your mind for new things, you know, new journeys. You know, it may not be something that you asked for, but if you pray for some opportunity every single day in life, you know, it's going to be important to leave your options open no matter what it is. Forex may not be what you were looking for, but it came to you. And I'm not going to lie, it's actually amazing. It's actually amazing. So I need everybody to just keep their options open. That's all that I ask. Not really too much that I'm actually doing right now. It's 1:19 a.m. I am just looking at what's gonna happen next week in the market. But I have to show y'all a little something real quick, man. We trade binary options as well. We trade binary options as well. No, we don't just trade Forex. No, so we're gonna trade these options as well. But right now I'm just, you know, looking at things that's gonna happen for the next week in the market. I'm just coming to USD CAD right now. I'm finding good areas of support. You see I have the green lines here. That's gonna be my spring. This is gonna be my spring here, then the test, then continuation. So after next week, I'm looking for CAD JPY to actually make a good move to the upside. I'm not CAD JPY, but USD CAD. So I'm looking at that very, very closely. Now make sure you go ahead and hit that post notification bell while you're at it, so you never miss a lit video about Almighty Cannon. But family, I am clocking out on the camera.